Good morning, everybody. Crossing the busy stretch of road, heading into the Shannies today. Woo! Hey, everybody. Huck here. Man, this has been a fantastic week. Challenged myself. I lit out of Dalesville, trying to do some big mile days, and I ended up stringing together. I covered about a little more than 100 miles in 4 days, with a couple other days that weren't quite as big, but I was just cruising each and every day. It was hot. It's just so hot and humid. I just go hiking until dark, and then in the evenings most every day. Oh, it was so hot and humid, but it would just thunderstorm at night. I'd get my chow in my belly, hang my food bag, and dive into my tent. Just sleeping off in the woods, not even in campsites or anything. But I wanted really bad to catch up with snacks and some of the old tramway before entering into the Shannies, the Shenandoah National Park. And right at about the Devil's Backbone Brewery, very good place. You can camp out there and shower and stuff for nothing. If you're a thru hiker, I caught up to them. So this is the second morning now in Shenandoah, and you can see it's actually cool. Still just as humid, but this is the first day it isn't boiling hot, and I'm not completely drenched in sweat right now, so that's pretty good. Good day. Man, it was so uncomfortably hot though. Every time I'd stop, didn't do a whole lot of photographing or filming when I was moving along. Just to stop, and then if you grabbed the phone, it was just covered in sweat. And I think those phones, they're waterproof, but they kind of freak out when they're all wet like that. But either way, got a couple of good pictures and stuff. But I was just pleased with that goal. Got it caught up. And right now, Shenandoah it's a pretty amazing place. Seen some deer here this morning, and a lot of tall grasses and stuff here, but should be exciting. It's about a 100-mile stretch right here in Virginia. Came down at Rockfish Gap yesterday, hiked in, just stopped at that first shelter. I think it was the Calf Mountain Shelter. It was kind of cool. Saw some other people there that I had seen a while back, and there was one guy with a couple of kids. They were out through hiking the Shenandoah section hiking. It's kind of cool to see all that overloaded with gear and inexperienced, but eager to come out and just taste this wild kind of life hiking through. So they're way back behind me now, but I hope they're doing well. It's a day back, just pouring rain, thunder all around, and it was actually so nice. It was like taking a shower for 2 hours. Just walking in it, and kind of cleaned everything, all of the sweat and the dirt, cleaned it right up. But so for right now, good old Huckleberry here, happily hiking through Shenandoah National Park in search of some bear. I'm really hoping to see some bears this morning, but just a couple of deer so far. But it's a good start. Yeah, it's wonderfully cool right now. It's probably like 75 degrees, 72, something like that. Quite comfortable. It's humid as heck. So, two of the more notable encounters that I've had this last week, I think I'll share. One was I ran into, she said her name was Ariel, but talking to people, a lot of folks have run into her. She goes by the name now, not her choosing, of Machete Michelle. She's seems like a pretty troubled individual. Just a young lady out here. Carries a big machete and she's just chopping all around with that. It's kind of a scary moment meeting her, but talked with her. I had stopped at a shelter to get some water, because good water has been pretty scarce this last stretch. Actually, for quite a while now. I kind of get used to big stretches, but she was there chopping away, and so I sat down and started to get out my water kit, and I ended up packing it up real quick and hiked on. I did find a spring a couple miles afterwards, but she was quite a character, and I guess there's quite a bit of people have been posting on the internet kind of warning about her, but got all my fingers, all my limbs. A few minutes of pleasant conversation was enough for me. So, and the other notable event was one of the Chads, his mom, she came down and had rented a cabin and was doing some wonderful trail magic, for which I would like to say thank you very much. Picking up hikers, dropping them off, and a bunch of us stayed at that cabin and just ate such tremendous amount of good food. It was wonderful. But my friend Bodega, he left his food bag sitting out on the porch the night that I stayed there. And so we were up till probably 1 a.m. eating and drinking, and went in and crashed on the floor and the couch and stuff. And in the morning, I see some of these girls come out of the room that they were sleeping in with huge eyes. Like, oh, oops. And turns out there was a bear, a couple of young ones were there, and made off with Bodega's food bag. They did get a picture of the culprit. And I left the next morning. There was no sign of the bag. And sadly, he has a little frying pan that he carries, one of his treasured possessions. He's always making up tortillas and stuff, and I think he was pretty sad to have lost that, but it's other than that, it all ended pretty well. So I thought that was kind of cool. Really, I'm hoping to see some bears here in Shannies. So I'll probably stop gabbing for a little bit. Try and hike along quiet and see what I can see. Whew. It is humid. Whew. All right, enough for now. Hiking on. The beautiful views of the Shenandoah. It is pretty cool though. Nice. Good old Shenandoah. Oh yeah. At least it's not boiling hot anymore. Say that. I am a little bit under-impressed with the Shenandoahs right now. But there's plenty more ahead. We'll see what happens. All right, happy hiking, everybody. I'll be back in a little bit.